She wanted the easy life her friends promised. Now, she wants the family she left behind. 7 months ago, the woman I spent 12 years with came home with a cold look in her eyes and a decision already made. She wanted a divorce. Not because love had died, but because she wanted a different life, the kind her friends had. A life funded by affairs with wealthy men, cushioned by child support, and glamorized as independence. She wanted that freedom, that easy life. And I was left with our kids. Her name is Livia, and for years I thought we were happy. We had our ups and downs like any couple. But when my father was diagnosed with leukemia, everything changed. I needed to stay, for him, for my mom, for myself. Livia knew that. She knew I couldn't just up and leave, but she applied for a job in another state without telling me. A high-paying position at a company that made big promises. She got it, and she left. We tried a long-distance marriage at first. I stayed with our 8-year-old twins. She visited on weekends, but soon the calls stopped. The texts grew colder. When we did talk, it always ended in arguments. Whatever connection we had was fading fast. 4 months in, she came home for the weekend with divorce papers in hand. Said she couldn't do it anymore. I signed them. Not because I wanted to, but because I was tired of fighting alone. What made it worse? I later found out she'd reconnected with an old friend, Renata, a woman I never liked. Renata had a history of getting involved with married men, living off their money and bragging about it. She surrounded herself with other women who did the same. They called it strength and independence. I called it manipulation. Renata introduced Olivia to that lifestyle, and Livia fell for it. She started seeing their lives as exciting, glamorous, better than ours. She admired them, even defended them. In our final argument before the divorce, she told me how inspiring Renata was for raising her kids without help from any man. I snapped, told her it was easy to raise kids when you treat them like lottery tickets. That was the final crack. We split everything. I got the house and the kids, since she admitted she wasn't in the right place to care for them full time. She started coming around on weekends, but something in her had changed, or maybe it had always been that way, and I hadn't seen it. A month later, she called me, crying, hysterical, said she made a mistake, that she missed everything, me, the kids, our life, that the casual dating, the nightlife, the supposed freedom only made her feel empty, that the company that once seemed like a dream job had turned out to be a nightmare. Budget cuts, broken promises, and instability. She told me she regretted everything, that she let the wrong people influence her, that she realized too late what really mattered. She asked me to take her back, and I said no. I told her the kids and I didn't need that kind of chaos anymore, that I had fought for this family alone for too long, that while she was chasing a fantasy, I was holding everything together with my bare hands. I hung up, and I blocked her. Her parents messaged me afterward saying I was cruel, that she was deeply depressed, that I shouldn't have kicked her while she was down, but all I could think was she made her choice. I just refused to keep paying the price for it. The next weekend she came to pick up the kids. We talked. For the first time in a long time, she didn't argue. She cried, she apologized, said she was quitting the job and moving back to be closer to the kids. And she did. She found an apartment nearby. We started co-parenting in a more stable rhythm. For once, life settled. A few months later, I met Anna, a single mother with kids close in age to mine. We started seeing each other slowly. It felt real, gentle, human. Our kids got along. Hers and mine played together like they'd been friends forever. For the first time in years, I felt peace. Eventually, I told Levy about Anna. She took it quietly, though I could see the hurt in her eyes. She asked if we could try again, said she hadn't seen anyone since she moved back, that she cut ties with Renata and the others. But I told her the truth. Even if Anna weren't in the picture, I still wouldn't go back, because too much had been lost, too much had been said, and some things, no matter how much you want to fix them, are already gone. Today, the kids are doing great. I'm slowly rebuilding, and for the first time, I'm living instead of just surviving. So if you're reading this and you're where I was, hurting, doubting yourself, know this. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to protect your peace. Sometimes walking away from the wreckage is the first step to finding yourself again.